Welcome to the breakdown. I'm your host, Diane Rembert, avid reader, award winning literary blogger, and the founder of Diamond's Literary World, which is my footprint in the literary industry. I am so excited to come to you and talk to you about the McClain brothers. I've been hearing so much about this series by Alexandria House. I am just bursting at the seams. So much so, I'm going through this series so quickly that I don't want to give too much away. I just simply say, I don't know what took me so long to pick this series up. Okay, uh, the first book, Let Me Love You. Heard so much about Big South. Big South in your mouth. I opened up book one, and there I met Everett McClain, aka Big South. So we have this rapper by the name of Big South. Um, Big South has commissioned Peter Parker, who is a jeweler to the celebrities, if you will, to make this piece for him. Peter Parker sends his one of his interns to go and drop off the piece to Big South. And the one that he happens to, or apprentice, if you will, the one that he happens to select is Joe. Joe goes to this meeting. She has no idea who she's delivering this piece to. All she knows is that it requires security. And when she gets there, she meets Big South, and it's almost like an instant attraction. Definitely not on Joe's end, but certainly on Big South's end. So he does whatever he needs to do in order to see Joe again. And this relationship or friendship somehow turns into a relationship. And Joe is kind of hesitant. We don't know why at first, but we come to find out because she has this famous ex. And Big South kind of knows that something is up because when he pulls up to her house, he sees that she lives in a gated community, the type of car that she drives, and she's pretty well to do. So he's like, I gotta step my game up if I want to, get next to this young lady. I don't know who her ex is. And so as the relationship blossoms, they start to attract resistance, the green-eyed monster, from people within the camp, as well as both exes. Now, all I'm gonna say to you is, I thought I had seen crazy, but Big South has an ex-wife who literally put cray cray in crazy. Okay, this woman is the lengths that she will go to try to get Big South back after everyone is convinced that he's the one that messed up the marriage. In actuality, we find out that Big South had absolutely nothing to do with it. So she keeps saying like they're going to get back together. So she's trying to X Joe out of the way. But Big South has made up his mind that Joe is who he wants, Joe is who he's going to have, and Joe is who he's going to stay with. Then he finds out who her ex is, and this man, now he's crazy, but he's more mouth than anything else. He has security. Now imagine, you being like a mouthpiece, and you're that guy who starts all the fights, but then you have to have your bodyguards and your team, to break it up or to finish what you started. Well, that's her ex. I'm not even gonna give him a name because I want you to read this book. Because you kind of have to read a little bit to find out who he is. So I don't want to give it away. Just know that that man is, oh my God, he wants nothing to do with Joe. He wants nothing to do with his baby girl. he won't even say his baby girl's name. But once he finds out she's with Big South, now all of a sudden, he wants to work things out with her. He wants to start having a relationship with their daughter. Typical man, male ego. They don't want you until somebody else wants you. Ladies, we know how it is. We've all been down that road. Like, a man could treat you like the scum of the earth. But let somebody else come along and treat you decent, put a smile on your face, make you happy. Now all of a sudden, if we would have worked things out, or I know I'm the one that messed up. I would love to see where we could have gone if we would have. Blah blah blah, bloop bloop bloop, whatever. It's that sort of thing. So, in the midst of all of this, their relationship is getting stronger and stronger. Now, Jo does not, she doesn't like the paparazzi. She doesn't like to be in the spotlight for various reasons. But through the love of Big South, they happen to be spotted at a couple of events, if you will. And the lifestyle, I guess, becomes it becomes natural to her. But again, she's always dodging this dumb ex. Like, he did one thing. I'm going to just say, if you have not read the book yet, remember when he gets to the award show, when they get to the award show, and the lengths that this man will go to is just unbelievable. But again, that's the male ego. And so I absolutely loved Let Me Love You. All along I kept thinking, like, what, when Jo would, crawl up in a shell, because, there was scandal. And people were telling her that she was a user because of who her ex was and who Big South is. And, she's just moving on, from one person to the next. And, what does he see in her? And, of course, as a woman, it would make any woman, like, shy away. But Big South kept encouraging her and reinforcing his love for her. But through the scandal, throughout it all, they made it through. And in this book, we got to meet some other family members. We got to meet the youngest brother, Leland, who is book number 2. We also got to meet the twins, Nolan and Neil. They also have their story, books 3 and 4. And the sister Kat. Kat has a story also. Their Aunt Eva. Uncle Leicester. What up there now? I mean, it was so funny. Like, he had me laughing so hard, Uncle Leicester did, that I got up, my dog was looking at me. I got up to get something to drink, and they had heard me laughing so much. I looked at the boy dog, and I said, "What up there now?" And I mean, like, his personality is so boisterous. It just brings that comic relief to the series, if you will. So if you have not, please go and pick up Let Me Love You by Miss Alexandria House. And of course, if you've read one of her books, you know it is hot, it is spicy, it is juicy, baby. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, I want to tell you guys happy 420. For me, it is my 4th anniversary for Blog Talk Radio. This year I didn't, really feel like doing anything. But I've had some people, text me and call me. So, I just wanted to thank everybody for your love and for your support. And stay tuned, because I'm coming right back. I mean, right back with Let Me Hold You, book number 2. With that being said, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate each and every one of them. Be safe, guys. Be very careful if you go out. But do go out, get some fresh air. I know I have to do it every now and again. Until then, happy reading and be blessed.